We're gonna do our weekly drill, the market by the numbers, updates on what is going on with the interest rates, what you can get for your money in this market, what you can get for your money in this market, and opportunity knocks. So, starting with what is going on with the market, what's the number of homes available? The market, as we said, we have been saying the last few weeks, have flattened. So it means that it's not moving abruptly up, the number of homes available for sale, but it's not moving downward. It's flattened. Why is that happening? Because there is an accumulation on the number of homes. Homes are not moving as fast as they were at the beginning of the year because of the interest rates. And you most likely have heard that the Federal Reserve met this week. Wednesday was another painful day, not necessarily for the mortgage rates because they are not directly linked to the mortgage interest rates, but they are directly linked. If you have an equity line, you are going to suffer it. If you have a variable rate that is tied to the prime, you are going to suffer it. Credit card debts, car loans, and of course the money that they get lent among the banks, right? So that is what is happening. So that has an impact in the market and it has an impact on the interest rates. So inventory for Orange County, we have 18 homes less than last week. We're in the 3,642 homes on the market. The market keeps getting, some cities keep getting a little more homes, like 5 to 10 max. And other cities are keeping the same inventory, like Coro de Casa, Fullerton, Laguna Hills, Laguna Niguel, they're pretty stable. North Tustin, that leaves Placenta and Yorba Linda. A few of them, their inventory got reduced, like Huntington Beach, that it was increasing the number of homes, and now is coming down. The city of Orange also reduced inventory. Santa Ana, other cities like the city, and Irvine. How I'm going to forget about Irvine? But only 5 homes were sold in the past week, or they went to escrow. Other cities like city of Tustin, that is a very small city, got increased with only 6 homes. Another 6 homes added to Anaheim, another almost 9 homes, 9 homes added to Anaheim Hills, so on. For Riverside County also, in this case, the inventory went up for Riverside County. So while Orange County got sold 18 homes from last week to this week, so the inventory is less, Riverside added 67 homes on the market. San Bernardino keep reducing. San Bernardino in the last 3 weeks, the inventory keeps going down. Very slowly and very slow numbers. That's why we say that the market has flattened, because we see that the numbers are not moving as fast. Also, Los Angeles County has a reduction in the inventory. In the city of Corona, we have only 5 homes less than last week, but for the city of Riverside, we reduced 5 homes. So it is like, it's a kind of break even, going back and forth on the number of homes. Not a lot of activity, but the main reason why they are not moving is because of the interest rates. The interest rates this week, yesterday, Freddie Mac released their numbers. Their numbers were better than last week, because last week they were at the average mortgage rate for a 30-year fix. It was 7.08. This week at 6.95, but today the rates were heading to the 7.3 in the open market. So it's better. We haven't seen rates as high since 2002. So we were there a few years back, we were there. But it's still a shock for some people. From March 325 to April, beginning of the year 325, March 4%, now 7%. And of course, everything indicates that we're heading to slowly but surely to the 8%. Some ones are predicting to the 9% interest rates. There was not, even though the Federal Reserve increased 0.75 basis points to the short-term rate, that doesn't get translated directly to the mortgage rates. The investor ahead of time were increasing. So we have seen the jumps on the increase in the interest rates in July, that they have keeping constantly going up. So don't get surprised if their interest rates keep going up. So the expected market today in Southern California is about 100 days, which is way below that the number when the market in 2007, when the days on the market were 400 days. So homes are selling, homes are moving, buyers are showing up to open houses. If you have a question like, okay, things are happening. People buy in every single market. There is an impact on affordability. Yes, definitely there is one. Martin is going to talk about that in a second before. So that's my update on the interest rate, Martin, when you don't tackle the part of the impact on the interest rates and all the research.
So let's talk about the impact and what's going on the market. My head is spinning, and I gather that yours is as well. There's different angles, different things that you could look at and see where things are headed. I could tell you this much. The inventory is not moving as fast for several reasons. My take, and this is what I will... the analysis that I'm looking at and some of the other aspects. A lot of people are saying prices are going to come down. The market is crashing. People are going to lose their homes. All of those things. But did you know that there are statistics that in California before 2010, there was a percentage of people who own their home free outright, no mortgage. Today, it is anticipated to be in Southern California about 24%. That's correct. 1 in 5 people don't have a mortgage. Do you think that they're going to lose their home? They may lose their job, but even if they have a minimum paying job, they will be able to afford their expenses. And they're not going to lose their job. So these are the people that are saving the money. When the market picks up, they may pick up another house. Who knows? But the thing about it is that there's a large amount of people that are secured in their homes and they will not lose it. That's the first angle. The second is that there are 29% of the people who have mortgages have a 3% interest rate or lower. There is 71% that have 4% interest rate or lower. And there's 89% of the people that have mortgages have a 5% mortgage or lower. So now tell me, those that don't have a mortgage, those that have a 5% mortgage or lower, do they have an incentive to sell? Are they in a rush to sell? Are they in risk of having their mortgage payment increase? It isn't. So what the angle that I'm coming at is that there is stagnation on the market. People are hunkering down. They are not out there putting a house on the market. Hence, what is going to happen is that these people are not going to flood the market with homes and create this frenzy of pricing to come down overall. However, there is a change though. And one of the things that I could tell you is, for example, someone with a 3% interest rate has a home for $829,000. Their payment is $3,700. If we look at it today, what was today's interest rate, Laura?
About 7.3.
So let's say I don't have 7.3, but let's say 7%. So we talked about that $3,700 payment. Guess what? If you buy today at 8%, at 7%, your payment is $5,800. So do those people have an incentive to sell their home and go pay a higher interest rate? I mean, a higher payment? I mean, they already have that nice loan at $829 at $3,700. Why should I start paying $5,800? So that's the inventory and why the inventory is so low. There is no real rush to go out there. However, those existing homes that, and will continue going forward, is there's always going to be a need of those that need to buy their first home. There's those that are selling their home because they're relocating, they're retiring and coming down on their size, so they're what we call downsizing. There are always opportunities. Now, those that are currently selling are still have the mentality of the beginning of the year, where the prices were just so high, and they priced it high and so on and so forth. People are seeing that their mortgage payments are going up, so they're thinking twice, 3 times. And those that are on the market that need to sell, they need to sell their home, and they're actually reducing the prices so that they entice those buyers that are going to pay that 8%, 7% interest rate, so on and so forth. So the impact of this is a temporary effect. And when I say temporary, it's because the Fed is trying to reduce inflation and slow down the economy, increase unemployment. Believe it or not, yes, they are trying to increase unemployment because we have too low of unemployment rate. So all of this is they're slowing down the economy. It's hurting my colleagues in the loan industry. It's hurting realtors. It's hurting sellers that are selling their home because they're slowing it down. So they're hitting the brakes. But what does that mean to you and I? Well, the thing about it is there always are opportunities. If you want to lock in at today's interest rate before they shoot up again, you could get into a home. No matter what price point you buy, if we keep these numbers going, the prices will continue to increase. Regardless, the home prices will increase. There are not enough homes out there to satisfy the population demand. So eventually they will. This is a short bump into it. Now, the thing that I could tell you today is that if you qualify today, if you qualify tomorrow at a higher interest rate, your purchasing power decreases. So let me just give you another example. I gave you 3% interest rate. You could purchase a 29 at $3,700. When it went up to, 5%, you could only purchase $630. Your affordability was $630. And at the 8% is $534. So therefore, people are going to be able to afford less and less. And therefore, there's going to be a balancing. Affordability and interest rates. So the affordability is coming in, interest rates going up. The Fed is not going to increase it to where the affordability is at 20% and you can only afford $100,000. They're going to ease up. So this is a temporary hit on the brakes. It is perceived on some of the forecasting and everything. Interest rates will decrease eventually. So it's a temporary thing. The thing about it is today you need a home. We need a place to live, a roof over our head. If you could afford, it's a great opportunity. I'll tell you the other thing is those that have the greatest flexibility to lower the price and actually buy in some of those rates. Yes, some some builders have already prepaid the buy-in rates at 5%, and you could still buy a brand new home at a 5%. Give us a call. We'll tell you which lenders, builders are working on those plans. There are some caveats and there are some fine line things that we have to do in order to get you those rates. So give us a call. We could still make it happen. The other component is, what else can we add to it other than affordability? I mean, that's a different take of interest rates and everything. That explains a little bit to what Laura's saying. Inventory is increasing a little bit as interest rates are coming up, but it depends on how you look at it. The cup is half full or half empty. At the end of the day, you buy a home, you always build equity.
Yes, well, everybody knows that this is a temporary thing. The interest rates coming down is something that is temporary. It will last 1 year more, 2 years more, 3 years more. We don't know. Everything depends on how fast the economy cools off. Next inflation numbers are gonna be next week. There is not expected that it's gonna be like, oh wow, how low we are. No, the unemployment went up according to the last numbers that were released today. I think for 0.2, but however, there were 261,000 new jobs created. So it's still a very strong economy. It's not easy to put the brakes and move on. It will take time to get this. But there are opportunities out there. There are opportunities out there. Yeah. Builders are offering, plans and margins say 5%. There are some, we were at the builder yesterday with some clients, and they have even buy downs for FHA as low as 4%. You know, so buy downs are an option to go in. Sellers are more motivated. And so that is a great, I think, appeal if they can still purchase it to secure a home. Because there is a lack of memory. So some of these buyers, they will forget that at the beginning of the year, they were paying $100,000, $200,000, and $300,000 over asking price just to get their foot in a house. Yes, the rates were extremely low, but they also put all this money. There are price reductions. That's definitely there. And now that I'm going to talk about what you can get for your money, let me compare with last week. And we talked about Tustin, Mission Viejo, and Corona in the prices of $830,000 to $860,000. And we're trying to stay below the $1 million mark because we understand the affordability issue. Even though we work with high-end clients that some of them, the entrepreneurs, of course, they're more concerned about how big of this recession can be or not. So they are like also cooling off and holding. They have more resources than the first-time buyers or the move-up buyers that they really need to move up because the family needs to do that. So 830 to 860 last week. In these three cities, Tustin, Mission Viejo, and Corona, there were 19 homes. And this week there are 23. So there is a small bump in the number of homes between that, in that price range. From those 23 homes, 60% of the homes have already had price reductions. Today, we're going to stay in the same price range, 830 to 860. We move to the cities of Irvine, Orange, and Riverside to give every week options. South County, Central County, North County, Corona, Riverside. To try to give you examples of what you can get for your money. So in that price range, there are 28 homes. As you can see, there are not 80 homes. There are only 28 homes between 830 and 860. There is a shortage of inventory. It's typical by this time of the year that there are not so many homes on the market. But for those buyers who are serious, opportunities are in Thanksgiving. We have sold, I think, lots of homes during Thanksgiving and Christmas time because sellers are extremely motivated. The ones that they are on the market at that time, they are motivated. Motivated doesn't translate to accept a 30% below asking. There are cash buyers out there. For those that don't know, they're cash buyers. They're cash buyers waiting. You know, I had a conversation today with a client. They say, yeah, we're going to be ready, Laura. We're just waiting. We need to get straight up, but we know that it's coming. Just keep us posted as any opportunities that you think that will work. Let us know. So they know that. So for those buyers who are thinking, oh, the market is going to come down, as Martin said, as the interest rates go up, affordability comes down. So the first-time buyer, unfortunately, always pays the price. It pays the price when the competition is extremely high and they have to pay for these overpriced homes and they have to compete with 20 offers. And now it's also paying the price because the higher interest rates, but you don't have competition. So there are opportunities. Sellers are helping with closing costs. Sellers are helping with buying down the rates. Listing agents are opening that conversation. It's not that we represent buyers are asking for that. They're already asking for that. They say, this is available to your clients. Just write up an offer. So the opportunities are there. For sellers on the other side, pricing is still crucial. So we'll talk about sellers in a little bit, but let me compare these three cities. So for Irvine, Orange, and Riverside, we have 28 homes. 57% of those homes have already had price reductions. So you can see And what is happening, as Martin mentioned, there was a high. Prices were selling so high that the sellers are like, yo, let's keep asking high. Well, the prices are not going up today, tomorrow, the day after. Eventually, like in every single market, it can go down and adjust and correct depending on the area, the neighborhood, the price point, and everything. And then eventually it will go up. So it's time. It all depends when you purchase your home. But eventually they will go up. So now it's time to find the cracks and find the best home that you as a buyer can get for your price. And for the sellers, if you are motivated and you need to sell, you must sell. Price it right. This is not the time to speculate. So in Irvine, in the price range, $850, you can get an attached condo, 2-car garage, built in 2016, very nice size, almost 1,800 square feet with 2 bedrooms, 1 office, and 2.5 bathrooms. Well, but the association is $414, so kind of high in the association side. We move to Orange. In Orange, at the same price, you can get at $849 detached single-family home with a 2-car garage, 1,700 square feet, a lot of about 6,500 square feet, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath built in 1970. So your options there is a little bit better than going to buying in Riverside for that price. But if you buy in Riverside for $840, you can get a single-family home with 2-car garage, a lot of 10,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, no fights with the family, built in 2006 with an association of 25. And the square footage of this house is about 3,700. So when we say the corrections will happen and they are adjusting, and we see the price reductions, it's not the same everywhere, because according to the cities and according even in a city to the different neighborhoods is the price point. So if you are looking to buy, it's a great opportunity to buy. There are opportunities out there. Don't get discouraged when the media says the interest rate is 7.3. Talk to a realtor, talk to a lender, and I would say talk to more than one lender. If you are working with a big bank, sometimes they offer the best rates. Builders are offering options, but you need to know how to negotiate and how to talk to a lender, to a builder, especially if you are a first-time buyer. You haven't purchased a home from a builder before. You need an agent on your side, and you don't think that because you go by yourself you're gonna get a better deal. Because yesterday we saw that they start saying they don't want to give you anything in writing. They start throwing the numbers in the air. We went to a builder and we had to write down, okay, can you repeat that? So I was writing down on my thing because they don't have it in writing. And on top of that, they push you to the limit. Oh, this is valid until November 6th only. So it's like we know because we are active on the market. We are not part-timers. So we know what is going on during the open houses, with not open houses, the activity on the different price points. So we are familiar with what is happening on the market on a day-to-day. We talk to other colleagues. We work for a big company. So there are certain advantages that we have over other agents who are not just prepared, or they don't have the experience even to negotiate in this market. So do your research. So Martin, do you want to add anything else before we talk about opportunity knocks?
Well, one of the things I'm going to add about the builders is that my colleagues at the builder side, they're pretty good people to deal with. You just gotta, just with like everything else, you just have to be able to know what you're looking for. And are there some bad apples in the industry? Of course there is. Are they high pressure sales? Of course there is. And that's some of the things that we encountered yesterday, is that they try to press it. That yesterday was November 4th?
No, today is November 4th.
4th? November 5th, 3rd? Okay, sorry. I'm a little bit too much reading and not enough looking out the window. So the valid offer was until November 6th. What are they giving you? 3 days to think about it? Really, honestly, those are high pressure sales. So the thing about it is that there are some good opportunities. give us a call or give a realtor a call that knows how to negotiate with new transactions, new construction, because you need to know what to ask, how to ask, and what programs to ask. Because one of the things that they're trying to do is sell you something that's going to be available long term, and then they're going to give you the longer interest rates. So my point is, know what you're looking for, how to ask, and how to negotiate it. Law?
Yes, that is critical. It's not that we know it all, but we know enough. Or especially we know how to make questions. So lastly, for today, we're going to talk about opportunity knocks. The first one is a wonderful single story. This is ideal for first-time buyers or investors. For first-time buyers, we have the loan officer from different big banks have reached out to us because the first time I qualify for grants for this home. It's located in La Habra, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, so for only $675,000. So this is great. We still have available, and we have a lot of activity in the whole single story in Eastvale. That is close to 2,400 square feet, 3 bedrooms plus an office, 2.5 bathrooms with new carpet, new paint. So it's moving ready basically for just $759. It's one of the best prices in Israel for this square footage. I would say it's the best price for the size, and it's a single story. So you are looking to sell in Orange County, you get much more money. Save some money later, especially if your house is free and clear, or you can go free with no loan, maybe, to the house in Eastvale. Then we have 2 homes, and where these 2 homes, we also have seen the activity picked up. So we just needed to sit in escrow and close, but we're getting there. Former model home in the beautiful community of Victoria Grove. You are not familiar, it's a gated community. This is a wonderful single story with gorgeous views, former model, say, and upgraded on top of being a former model. It's not that it was a former model at one point and they left it there. No, they keep upgrading the house. It has 3 bedrooms plus a den, 3.5 bathrooms. Absolutely beautiful. Lastly, is this home, I promote it as a gorgeous pool home with a pool that is about 8 years old, 3,900 square feet house, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 2 bonus rooms, upgraded, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So there are opportunities out there. You have to keep looking. You have to talk. But if you qualify today and you decide to wait until next year because you think next year the market will come down 10%, remember that 99.99 next year interest rate will be higher than 7%. Unless there is something that happens in the economy as a super crash and they start decreasing the interest rates. But remember that Jerome Powell said that he wanted to cause some pain in the housing market because he wanted to make homes affordable again. So the pain is like, yeah, you get some maybe price reductions here, but with a 9% interest rate, less and less first-time buyers can afford a home. So, Martin, anything else to add to wrap it up for today?
Well, one of the things that the double-edged sword, what Powell said, that they want to make things affordable. The biggest vehicle that the Fed has to make home affordability affordable is the FHA program. So they could help the first-time buyers. They could help everything. Guess what? FHA rates went up. So how can you figure that out? They're going to help the first-time buyer, but then they're increasing rates. So it's just something to think about.
Yeah, FHA rates as of last week were still in the low 6 or 6, the same with VA. Now they are closer to 7%. So yes, I agree with you, Martin.